Hey there, Tuba Knights, it's your friendly neighborhood flash in the pan. Today I want to have kind of a public service announcement. I want to help maybe reduce the shame or the mockery of people that reloaders, hand loaders, whatever you want to call them. There's a bit of a negative connotation that goes along with reloading your own ammo. The derogatory term that gets floated around is Brass Goblin, popularized from my memory by the Polinar tactical video that I will link down below. I believe that they exaggerate reality a little bit in the sense of that, these brass goblins, people that hand load, are, they're kind of like penny pinchers that are just constantly wandering the range, picking up brass as they go, so much to the point that they're nearly catching the brass out of your ejection port. And I think that's just silly. The fact of the matter is, it's just not true. People that reload do not scavenge the range in search of an errant piece of brass that a range officer or somebody missed during the normal sweep up. It's false. It's not real. Now I personally, I have brass catchers for most of my firearms, so that I can catch my own brass. But yes, every now and then you'll get a piece that flies out, or you don't get caught, or in the case of pistols, they don't make brass catchers for such things. But I'm just trying to maximize my shooting experience. For me, it's very much like painting your firearms or your magazines or any accessories that go along with the sport itself. It's kind of a hobby within a hobby. I feel like so many people miss out by not participating in reloading and producing their own ammunition. It really is a fun way to spend the extra time that you have. I had one experience not too long ago at the range that was actually very nice. I usually try and take like a Home Depot or a Lowe's bucket with me, just to keep my own brass, but grab stuff along the way. I don't even know, like freaking 90% I think of shooters don't reload their own ammo. That's probably even low. It's probably like 98. But anyways, the one experience that I had more recently was that I brought that bucket, and there was a number of other shooters around that noticed that we were, keeping our own brass, grabbing up stuff that was nearby, and they actually policed their own brass, and they would also walk over and put it in our bucket. It was very helpful and very appreciated. Now, I do realize that some people probably take it too far. Like if you watch the Polinar tactical video, they do illustrate like the absolute extreme of what some people do. I'm not saying that it can't go too far. Just like anything, people can be silly about it and take it to a place where it's just unreasonable. I would argue that most of these people they're harmless. They could be a bit bothersome, annoying, and I understand that, but my message for today is to support your local Brass Goblin. Point being is, they're not hurting anybody really, and barring them being just completely obnoxious, I really feel like you should support them. So from one Brass Goblin to the rest of the world, help us out. Or, better yet, pursue reloading yourself and find something else about the hobby that is just as enjoyable as painting or anything else that's kind of a sub-hobby within the hobby. Again, some of these people do deserve ridicule because they are ridiculous about it, and I recognize that as much as anybody else. But if people are unobtrusive, if they don't block your enjoyment if they try to stay out of your way and simply just grab brass as they're going and you notice it, by all means, lend a helping hand. It's another way that the firearms community is so much fun. When I had that experience at the range where people were literally grabbing their own brass and other brass near them and putting it in my bucket, it was just a reminder of how friendly, how open, and how inviting the community is. And that's the thing that we need to keep reinforcing within the community, is how helpful we can be, how friendly, how much fun. It's very rare these days, especially, that you find a community that's that welcoming and that fun. So let's keep that alive. Support your local Brass Goblin. Thanks for watching. The following is a dramatic reproduction of an exaggerated Brass Goblin scenario. Do not attempt to reproduce. Viewer discretion is not advised. Seriously, save your local Brass Goblin.